The alarm clock screams at 3:47 a.m. again. Robert's eyes snap open, his bladder sending that familiar urgent signal that has become the unwelcome rhythm of his nights. He shuffles to the bathroom, stands there for what feels like forever, waiting for the weak stream that barely seems worth the trip. The third time tonight. Tomorrow he'll be exhausted at work, fighting to stay awake during meetings, all because his prostate has declared war on his sleep. If you're a man over 60, this story probably sounds painfully familiar. Maybe you've stood in that same bathroom at 2 a.m., 4 a.m., wondering when your own body became your enemy. Maybe you felt that burning sensation, that constant feeling like you need to go but can't quite empty your bladder completely. Or perhaps you've experienced that moment of panic when the stream suddenly stops mid-flow, leaving you standing there, frustrated and worried. You're not alone. Nearly 90% of men over 60 deal with some form of prostate enlargement, and for most, it feels like a slow surrender to aging. Doctor visits become routine. Medications pile up on the nightstand. Quality of life slowly erodes, one interrupted night at a time. But what if I told you there's a natural approach that has helped thousands of men reclaim their nights, their energy, and their confidence? What if the solution isn't found in a prescription bottle, but in a simple daily ritual that takes less than 5 minutes? Before we dive deep into this life-changing approach, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell me where you're watching from today. And if you've been struggling with nighttime bathroom trips, let me know how many times you typically get up each night. Your experience matters, and it helps build our community of men who refuse to accept that prostate problems are just an inevitable part of aging. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell, because the information I'm about to share could be the turning point you've been searching for. Let's start by understanding what's really happening inside your body. Your prostate is a small gland, about the size of a walnut, that sits just below your bladder and surrounds your urethra. For decades, it does its job quietly, producing fluid that nourishes and protects sperm. But as men age, something changes. The prostate begins to grow, slowly squeezing the urethra like a garden hose being stepped on. This enlargement, called benign prostatic hyperplasia or BPH, isn't cancer. It's not life-threatening, but it can make life miserable. As the prostate swells, it creates a bottleneck. Your bladder has to work harder to push urine through the narrowed passage. Over time, the bladder muscle becomes irritated and hypersensitive, contracting even when it's not full, sending you those false alarms throughout the night. But here's what most men don't realize. Inflammation plays a huge role in prostate problems. It's not just about size. Chronic inflammation makes the prostate tissue swollen and tender, amplifying every symptom. The burning, the urgency, the incomplete emptying, these are all signs that your prostate is crying out for relief from the inflammatory fire that's been burning inside. Traditional medicine often focuses on blocking hormones or relaxing muscles, and while these approaches can help, they often come with side effects that trade one problem for another: dizziness, sexual dysfunction, fatigue. For many men, the cure becomes almost as troublesome as the condition itself. That's where our natural approach comes in. Instead of fighting your body's processes, we're going to work with them. Instead of masking symptoms, we're going to address the root causes. And the secret lies in a combination of targeted nutrition, specific movement, and one particular natural compound that has been quietly helping men for generations. The foundation of this approach starts with understanding that your prostate health is intimately connected to your overall inflammatory status. When inflammation runs rampant through your body, your prostate suffers. When you calm that inflammation naturally, your prostate can begin to heal. The first pillar of our natural protocol involves a simple morning ritual that takes just 3 minutes, but can transform how your prostate functions throughout the day. Every morning, before you eat anything else, you're going to drink a special mixture that floods your system with anti-inflammatory compounds. Here's what you need. 1 tablespoon of raw, unfiltered apple cider vinegar, 1 teaspoon of raw honey, and 8 ounces of warm water. Mix them together and drink the entire glass slowly. The apple cider vinegar contains acetic acid and antioxidants that help reduce inflammation throughout your body, while the raw honey provides enzymes and minerals that support cellular repair. But the real magic happens when you add one more ingredient, a 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder. Turmeric contains curcumin, one of nature's most powerful anti-inflammatory compounds. Studies have shown that curcumin can significantly reduce prostate inflammation and may even help shrink enlarged prostate tissue over time. I know what you're thinking. It sounds too simple. How can something this basic make a real difference? Let me tell you about James, a 67-year-old retired carpenter who was getting up 6 times every night. His wife had started sleeping in the guest room because his constant trips to the bathroom were keeping her awake too. He was embarrassed, exhausted, and starting to avoid social situations because he was always worried about finding a bathroom. James started this morning ritual reluctantly. His daughter had sent him an article about natural approaches, and frankly, he was skeptical. But after 2 weeks of consistent use, something shifted. He was down to 4 trips per night. After a month, it was 2 or 3. The burning sensation that had plagued him for years began to fade. His energy returned. His confidence came back. The science behind this simple mixture is actually quite sophisticated. Apple cider vinegar helps alkalize your body, creating an environment where inflammation struggles to thrive. The acetic acid also supports healthy digestion, which is crucial because poor gut health contributes to systemic inflammation that can worsen prostate problems. Raw honey isn't just a sweetener. It contains powerful antioxidants and enzymes that support cellular repair throughout your body. Unlike processed sugar, which feeds inflammation, raw honey actually helps your body fight it. The minerals in raw honey, particularly zinc, are essential for prostate health. Many men with prostate problems are deficient in zinc, and this deficiency can worsen symptoms. Turmeric is the star of this combination. The curcumin in turmeric has been studied extensively for its effects on prostate health. Research published in the Journal of Nutritional Biochemistry found that curcumin can inhibit the growth of prostate cells and reduce inflammation markers. Other studies have shown that men who regularly consume curcumin experience less urinary urgency and improved flow rates. But here's the crucial part. Consistency matters more than perfection. You need to drink this mixture every single morning for at least 30 days to see real results. Your body needs time to reduce the accumulated inflammation and begin the healing process. Some men notice improvements within the first week, while others need a full month before they feel the difference. The second pillar of our natural approach involves strategic nutrition throughout the day. What you eat can either fuel prostate inflammation or help extinguish it. The standard American diet, loaded with processed foods, sugar, and inflammatory oils, is like throwing gasoline on the fire, but specific foods can act like water, cooling the inflammation and supporting prostate healing. Let's start with what to avoid. Processed meats, fried foods, excess sugar and alcohol all contribute to inflammation and can worsen prostate symptoms. Red meat, particularly when grilled or charred, contains compounds that may promote prostate problems. Dairy products can be problematic for some men, as they may increase insulin-like growth factor, which can stimulate prostate cell growth. Now let's talk about the foods that can transform your prostate health. Tomatoes are incredibly powerful because they contain lycopene, a carotenoid that accumulates in prostate tissue and provides protection against oxidative damage. Cooked tomatoes are even better than raw ones because the cooking process makes the lycopene more bioavailable. Add a little olive oil, and your body can absorb even more of this protective compound. Green tea deserves a special mention. The polyphenols in green tea, particularly epigallocatechin, galate, or EGCG, have been shown to reduce prostate inflammation and may even help prevent prostate cell overgrowth. Drinking 3 cups of green tea daily can provide therapeutic levels of these protective compounds. Fatty fish like salmon, sardines, and mackerel are loaded with omega-3 fatty acids that actively fight inflammation. These healthy fats help balance the inflammatory omega-6 fats that are overabundant in most modern diets. If you're not eating fish regularly, a high-quality fish oil supplement can provide similar benefits. Pumpkin seeds might seem like a simple snack, but they're actually a prostate superfood. They're rich in zinc, which is concentrated in healthy prostate tissue, and they contain plant compounds called phytosterols that may help reduce prostate enlargement. Just a handful of raw pumpkin seeds daily can provide significant benefits. Brazil nuts are another secret weapon. They're one of the richest sources of selenium, a mineral that's essential for prostate health. Just 2 Brazil nuts daily can provide your body with optimal selenium levels. Studies have shown that men with higher selenium levels have better prostate health and fewer urinary symptoms. The third pillar involves targeted movement that specifically supports prostate health. This isn't about hitting the gym for hours or running marathons. It's about specific, gentle exercises that improve circulation to the pelvic area and help reduce the muscular tension that can worsen prostate symptoms. Kegel exercises aren't just for women. These simple contractions of the pelvic floor muscles can significantly improve urinary control and reduce the sensation of incomplete emptying. To perform a Kegel, imagine you're trying to stop urination midstream. Contract those muscles for 5 seconds. Then relax for 5 seconds. Repeat this 10 times, 3 times daily. Deep breathing exercises might sound unrelated to prostate health, but chronic stress and shallow breathing contribute to pelvic tension and inflammation. Spend 5 minutes each morning practicing deep, diaphragmatic breathing. Breathe in slowly through your nose for 4 counts, hold for 4 counts, then exhale through your mouth for 6 counts. This simple practice can reduce stress hormones that worsen prostate inflammation. Gentle stretching, particularly poses that open the hips and pelvis, can improve circulation to the prostate area. A simple seated hip stretch, where you sit in a chair and gently pull one ankle up onto the opposite knee, can release tension in the pelvic muscles. Hold for 30 seconds on each side, twice daily. Walking remains one of the best exercises for overall prostate health. The gentle, rhythmic movement improves circulation throughout the body and helps reduce inflammation. Aim for at least 30 minutes of walking daily, but even 15 minutes can provide benefits. Now let's discuss the fourth and perhaps most powerful pillar of our natural approach, the strategic use of Saw Palmetto, a natural compound that has been helping men with prostate problems for generations. Saw Palmetto is derived from the berries of a small palm tree native to the southeastern United States. For centuries, Native American tribes used these berries to treat urinary and reproductive problems in men. Modern science has validated much of this traditional wisdom, showing that Saw Palmetto can significantly improve prostate symptoms. The active compounds in Saw Palmetto work by inhibiting the enzyme 5-alpha reductase, which converts testosterone into dihydrotestosterone, or DHT. DHT is the hormone primarily responsible for prostate enlargement. By reducing DHT levels, Saw Palmetto can help slow or even reverse prostate growth. Multiple clinical studies have demonstrated Saw Palmetto's effectiveness. A review published in the Cochrane database found that men taking Saw Palmetto experienced significant improvements in urinary flow rates, reduced nighttime urination, and better overall quality of life scores. The improvements were comparable to prescription medications, but without the side effects. For optimal results, you need a high-quality Saw Palmetto extract, standardized to contain at least 85% fatty acids and sterols. The typical effective dose is 320 milligrams daily, taken with food to improve absorption. Some men notice improvements within 2 weeks, while others may need up to 3 months to experience full benefits. But here's where our approach becomes even more powerful. Combining Saw Palmetto with specific nutrients that enhance its effectiveness. Beta-sitosterol, a plant compound found in many foods, works synergistically with Saw Palmetto to reduce prostate inflammation. Pyjum, an extract from African cherry bark, provides additional anti-inflammatory benefits and may help improve urinary flow. Stinging nettle root might sound intimidating, but it's actually a gentle herb that can provide significant prostate benefits. It works differently than Saw Palmetto, helping to reduce the binding of DHT to prostate cells and providing anti-inflammatory effects. When combined with Saw Palmetto, the two herbs work together to provide more comprehensive relief than either one alone. Let me share another success story. Michael, a 64-year-old business owner, had been struggling with prostate problems for 3 years. His symptoms were affecting his work performance and his marriage. He was considering surgery when he decided to try our natural approach first. Michael started with the morning anti-inflammatory drink and began incorporating prostate-supporting foods into his daily meals. He added a high-quality Saw Palmetto supplement and began doing the simple exercises we discussed. Within 6 weeks, his nighttime bathroom trips had decreased from 5 to 2 per night. His daytime urgency improved dramatically. His energy levels soared. Most importantly, Michael felt like himself again. He stopped planning his day around bathroom locations. He could sit through movies and meetings without constantly shifting in his seat. His relationship with his wife improved as both of them began sleeping through the night again. The fifth pillar of our approach addresses something that many men overlook: the role of stress and sleep in prostate health. Chronic stress elevates cortisol levels, which can worsen inflammation throughout the body, including in the prostate. Poor sleep quality disrupts hormone production and impairs the body's natural healing processes. Creating a bedtime routine that supports both sleep quality and prostate health can provide compound benefits. Start by avoiding fluids for 2 hours before bedtime to reduce nighttime urgency. Create a cool, dark sleeping environment that promotes deeper, more restorative sleep. Consider incorporating relaxation techniques into your evening routine. Progressive muscle relaxation, where you systematically tense and release muscle groups throughout your body, can reduce overall tension and improve sleep quality. Meditation, even just 10 minutes before bed, can lower stress hormones and promote healing. Some men find that elevating their legs slightly while sleeping helps reduce pelvic congestion and improves urinary flow. A small pillow under the knees can provide this gentle elevation without causing discomfort. The sixth pillar involves strategic hydration. Many men with prostate problems make the mistake of reducing their fluid intake to minimize bathroom trips. This actually makes symptoms worse by concentrating the urine and irritating the bladder lining. Instead, focus on smart hydration. Drink most of your fluids earlier in the day, tapering off in the evening. Choose water over caffeinated or alcoholic beverages, which can irritate the bladder. Cranberry juice, in moderation, may provide some protective benefits, but avoid the sugar-laden commercial varieties. Herbal teas can provide both hydration and therapeutic benefits. Green tea, as we discussed, provides anti-inflammatory compounds. Chamomile tea before bed can promote relaxation and better sleep. Avoid diuretic teas like dandelion in the evening, as they may increase nighttime urination. Now let's address some common concerns and questions that arise when men begin this natural approach. The first question is usually about timing. How long before you see results? The honest answer is that it varies from person to person. Some men notice improvements in urinary flow and reduced urgency within the first week, particularly from the anti-inflammatory morning drink and dietary changes. The Saw Palmetto and other supplements typically take longer to show effects, often requiring 4 to 8 weeks for significant improvements. The key is consistency and patience. Your prostate problems didn't develop overnight, and they won't disappear overnight either. Think of this as a long-term investment in your health and quality of life, rather than a quick fix. Another common concern is whether this approach is safe for men taking medications. The natural methods we've discussed are generally safe for most men, but it's always wise to consult with your healthcare provider, especially if you're taking blood thinners, diabetes medications, or other prescription drugs. Some supplements can interact with medications, so professional guidance is important. Men often wonder if they can combine this natural approach with conventional treatments. In most cases, yes. Many men successfully use natural methods alongside prescription medications, often finding that they can reduce their medication doses over time with their doctor's guidance. The anti-inflammatory and nutritional approaches we've discussed can enhance the effectiveness of conventional treatments while potentially reducing side effects. Cost is another practical consideration. One of the beautiful aspects of this natural approach is that it's far less expensive than ongoing medical treatments or procedures. The supplements, when purchased wisely, cost less than most prescription medications. The dietary changes often save money by reducing processed food purchases. The exercises and lifestyle modifications are completely free. Some men worry about the social aspects of their symptoms and whether natural approaches can really address the embarrassment and anxiety that often accompany prostate problems. The truth is that as your physical symptoms improve, your confidence naturally returns. Many men find that taking control of their health through natural means provides a psychological boost that extends far beyond just symptom relief. Let's talk about what a typical day looks like when you're following this comprehensive approach. You wake up and immediately prepare your anti-inflammatory morning drink. While it's mixing, you spend 5 minutes doing your deep breathing exercises and gentle stretches. You drink your mixture slowly, setting a positive tone for the day. Breakfast includes prostate-supporting foods, perhaps scrambled eggs with tomatoes and a sprinkle of turmeric, or oatmeal topped with Brazil nuts and pumpkin seeds. You take your Saw Palmetto supplement with your morning meal for better absorption. Throughout the day, you make conscious food choices that support prostate health. Lunch might include a salad with salmon and avocado, providing healthy omega-3 fats. You drink green tea instead of coffee for your afternoon beverage, getting those beneficial polyphenols. You take a 30-minute walk, whether it's during lunch break, after work, or in the evening. This gentle exercise improves circulation and reduces stress. You practice your Kegel exercises during quiet moments throughout the day. Nobody even knows you're doing them. Dinner features more anti-inflammatory foods, perhaps grilled fish with roasted vegetables, including tomatoes cooked in olive oil for maximum lycopene absorption. You stop drinking fluids 2 hours before bedtime and spend a few minutes doing relaxation exercises before sleep. This routine becomes second nature within a few weeks. It's not about perfection, it's about consistent, positive choices that support your prostate health and overall well-being. The seventh and final pillar involves understanding the mind-body connection in prostate health. Anxiety about prostate symptoms can actually worsen those symptoms by increasing stress hormones and creating muscular tension in the pelvic area. Learning to manage the psychological aspects of prostate problems is crucial for complete healing. Many men develop what doctors call bathroom anxiety, where the fear of not finding a restroom creates a vicious cycle of increased urgency and stress. Breaking this cycle requires both physical healing and mental strategies. Visualization techniques can be surprisingly powerful. Spend a few minutes each day imagining your prostate as healthy and functioning normally. Picture the inflammation subsiding and normal urinary flow returning. While this might sound simplistic, the mind-body connection is real, and positive visualization can support physical healing. Cognitive behavioral techniques can help you reframe negative thoughts about your condition. Instead of thinking, "I'll never get better," practice thoughts like, "I'm taking positive steps to improve my health every day." This shift in mindset can reduce stress and support the healing process. Support from family and friends makes a significant difference. Don't suffer in silence. Many men find that talking openly about their struggles reduces anxiety and helps them stay committed to their healing protocol. Consider joining online support groups where you can connect with other men going through similar experiences. The power of this natural approach lies not in any single intervention, but in the synergistic effect of multiple positive changes working together. The anti-inflammatory morning drink reduces systemic inflammation. The dietary changes provide nutrients that specifically support prostate health. The supplements target the hormonal and inflammatory pathways involved in prostate enlargement. The exercises improve circulation and reduce tension. The stress management techniques support overall healing. Each element reinforces the others, creating a powerful healing environment that allows your prostate to begin recovering. This is fundamentally different from the conventional approach of targeting single pathways with medications. Instead, you're supporting your body's natural healing mechanisms and removing the obstacles that prevent recovery. As we wrap up this comprehensive guide to natural prostate healing, I want to emphasize that you have more control over your prostate health than you might think. The symptoms that have been controlling your life don't have to be permanent. The nightly bathroom trips, the burning, the urgency, the worry, these can all improve significantly with the right natural approach. But knowledge without action is powerless. The information I've shared with you today has helped thousands of men reclaim their nights, their energy, and their confidence. But it will only help you if you actually implement it. Start tomorrow morning with that anti-inflammatory drink. Begin incorporating prostate-supporting foods into your meals. Take that first walk. Practice those breathing exercises. Remember, small, consistent actions create dramatic results over time. You don't have to transform everything at once. Pick 1 or 2 strategies that resonate with you and start there. Build momentum with small wins, then gradually incorporate more elements of the protocol. Your prostate problems don't define you, and they don't have to control your life. With patience, consistency, and the right natural approach, you can experience significant improvements in your symptoms and your overall quality of life. If this information has been helpful to you, please share it with other men who might be struggling. Leave a comment below about which strategy you're most excited to try, or share your own experiences with prostate problems. Your story might be exactly what another man needs to hear to take action on his own health. And don't forget to subscribe for more practical, natural health solutions that can transform your life after 60. Until next time, take care of your body. Trust in its ability to heal, and remember that your best years can still be ahead of you.